Hey everybody, welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. It is Sunday and we thank you so much for spending some time with us. Kind of a top secret shave today. For those of you that have been following me on my journals at the Shaving Cadre, and before we get any further, check right down here, www.theshavingcadre.com. Come and see us, and then please smash the barber pole with the cowboy hat. That'll get you liked. And then click the bell somewhere down here to get reminders of new content when it comes out. And then, as always, up here throughout the video, look for all my buddies over on the TSC that have their own YouTube channels that provide us content as well. Had a question. Why do you promote the Shaving Cadre so much? I'm one of the owners. So we feel that we have the best shaving forum in the planet. It took us a lot of time to get it right. Still things we'd like to tweak, but please come and join us. And this was a dream that I had for a long time based on items that occurred on other shaving forums. And we wanted to make it right. And I think if you talk to most of the people that are on the forum, they'll agree. So once again, come see us at www.theshavingcadre.com. Okay, on to the shave. Well, before I do the big reveal, well, there's not going to be a reveal, but go from there. Oh, and also, today's shave is brought to you by Nurse Dave's Shaving World, the bluest poker chips in San Francisco. And that's right, you can bet on it. Also, the shave is being brought to you by... Nope, I'm not going to tell you. Okay, so those of you that have been following my journal know that I've been doing a top secret beta test on a brand new soap base and a soap fragrance. Now, I have promised via, well, not really an NDA, but close enough, to not disclose, number one, who the soap maker is, number two, what the fragrance notes are, and number three, what the base is. And you're saying, well, this is going to be boring. No, it's not. We're going to go over the performance. I've been shaving with it for 2 days. I bowl lathered it. I face lathered it. I tried to break the soap, and for those of you that aren't familiar, breaking means to water it until it just does nothing. And I shaved with it with a single-edge vector. Now, what I do, and this is me personally, when I'm testing or evaluating any soaps whatsoever, I use the same brush, which in this case is a Sorrentino Corleone with a synthetic knot, because I feel synthetic knots are a little bit more consistent. And then for the razor, I use the Blackland Vector with a Feather Pro Guard. And the reason why I do that for the entire evaluation, as far as the soap and the razor, is I'm trying to eliminate any variables. And the Vector is basically a no-brainer shave. Now today, and I did that for the first 2 days, both with, again, bowl lathering and face lathering. Now we're moving back, and we're going to go to bowl lathering. I will say this. The soap maker that approached me on doing this beta test for them on the new soap base asked me to do a complete evaluation. And there's a written evaluation as well that at some point I will share, that right now I'm sharing just with him. So today it's just the performance. Now I'm back to bowl lathering, and as I said, I put probably an almond-sized dollop in the bottom of my Captain's Choice bowl, and I watered the you-know-what out of it, and this is what I got. There is a ton of very creamy, shiny lather. The razor we're going to be using is the Titleist, the Essence razor, and I've got a brand new Feather Pro Guard blade in there. I was shaving with a Feather Pro, a little bit too much for me. Now, what I can say about this soap is the fragrance put me off at first because I was an idiot. But the more I shave with this every day, the fragrance is beautiful. Now, there will be some hints as to some of the fragrance when you see the EDP that I'm going to be using post-shave. But I will tell you, of the soaps that I have from this maker, and I will say that the maker is not a vendor on the TSC. However, he is a very well-known soap maker, and just beautiful products, wonderful gentleman to deal with. But unfortunately, I can't tell you who that is. So you'll have to kind of wait, because this evaluation is whether or not it will go into his sales rotation, because it is a different base than what he normally uses. And I can tell you, in comparison with the other soaps that I own and use from this soap maker. I think this soap base is going to be the winner. And using the fragrance as a kind of a primer, the fragrance is definitely between a 4 and a 5 on the SOS scale, and actually builds and evolves throughout the shave. And as I said, I shaved with a single edge, the Vector, and I'm shaving with the Essence today. Kept the blades consistent, but this is a straight, and it's just as smooth. In fact, it's actually smoother. On the bowl lathering side, like I said, an almond-sized dollop, 10-15 seconds, and it's already starting. Add some oxygen, add some air by pumping the brush, squeeze out the brush, add maybe a small teaspoon of water, do it again, do that 2 or 3 times, and it's perfect, and you can't break it. It just keeps building. On the face lathering side, I'm working off a very small test container. However, and I'm saying it's a 1-inch test container, I was able to load the brush within 5 to 10 seconds, even off that small container. And same thing, add the water a little bit slowly and it just bursts. I do not see that this soap could be broken very easily. The feel on the face is absolutely tremendous, soft, creamy. The residual slickness, both without water, and it's a clean shave. I mean, my face is almost dry now. Is wonderful. There's still some slickness. You add water to it, and it just slickens up. The strength of the scent, even after the rinse, is still there. Performance, the glide and cushion is just amazing. And as I said, the second time you lather on the face, the fragrance is already evolving. And it's really kind of a nice journey. It's a little bit of a departure, I think, from this soap maker's other fragrances. But as I said, you can just keep adding water to this and it's not gonna break. Very slick, very creamy. The performance has been extremely consistent. The last few days. I feel that this soap will be able to be used both in summer and winter. Traditionally for me, a Feather Pro Guard blade can be a little bit harsh. The first shave right out of the box. Now I would say either I got lucky with this blade or just the soap is just that wonderful. In its current iteration, I would rate the Soapmakers base in tier 1 or top tier. This base I would rate as elite, right up there with all the best soaps in my opinion. And as I said, this is still in the very much the beta testing phase, and hopefully with the evaluation and everything else, this will be part of the lineup for this soap maker. And if it is, hopefully I'll get to reveal this to everybody prior to its release. And you could probably get away with even less than that almond-sized dollop, because I have got still a ton of soap in the bowl, and I'll probably use that to rinse a little bit. And as you can see, I'm flinging it all over everywhere. So again, on the third pass, it's evolving again as far as the fragrance. So this shave was with a removable blade straight, obviously. I will probably do one more shave with a regular straight, and then I will shave with it with a DE, just to make sure that I got all the variables kicked. As far as the fragrance is concerned, I think that it will reach a wide audience. And I think it will be universally accepted as a very fine fragrance. Very upper scale. I would say this would be the type of soap that you'd wear if you're going to a wedding, or this would be the type of soap that you would shave with if you were going out on the town. And what I mean by that is you can wear it with jeans and a t-shirt too. I'm just saying that the level of class of this fragrance is very, very nice. I mean, this is very much what I like to call a Sunday go to meeting type of fragrance. The one thing I have noticed is very little, I think that has a little bit to do with the slickness and the cushion, the glide. But very little cleanup is needed to achieve that DSBBS shave. And for those of you that are new, what DSBBS stands for is Dolphin Smooth, Dolphin Skin Baby Butt Shave. And basically, for those of you that have ever felt the skin of a porpoise or a dolphin. It is as slick as porcelain, and that's what DSBBS is. So again, the fragrance sticks with you. I would say after your shave and rinse, it probably tones down to maybe a 3.5, but it's still there. And I see that it actually bleeds through the quins and the alum, so you still get a wonderful flavor with that. I'm going to be using Quins pink grapefruit and orange rind, and it will match. And the biggest hint of the fragrance is the EDT that I'm going to be using. Although it does not share really any of the notes, well, maybe one or two. It doesn't share really any of the notes of this this new soap, but it matches perfectly, and just absolutely perfectly. So let's go over again what we used for the razor. We did use for this beta test on this brand new soap that I can't tell you who or what it's about. I'm having fun with this. Anyway, we use the Essence by Titleist. I call it the Wraith because the razor is just tremendous. You need to look at that as well. For the brush, we'll clean that off. And as I said, I've been using this brush for the entire time I've been evaluating this soap. Again, trying to remove variables, trying to be as consistent as possible with the shave so I can concentrate just on the soap. We're using a Sorrentino Brushworks Corleone with a synthetic knot. For our aftershave today, we're going to be using Nivea 2-in-1, and the Papow is copywritten by Nurse Daves. Papow. And again, the Nivea goes pretty well with it. Well, the Nivea pretty much goes with anything. That's actually pretty kind of nice. We'll just use a little bit of talc, and I'm using Clubman talc because it's fairly neutral in scent, and so it won't affect the fragrance that's still coming out. Because the EDT that I'm using, although it does not share notes, or not very many notes, it complements this soap like no other. And I'm very excited because when this soap makes it to the market, it's going to be the one soap that you can use with this and almost feel like you have a bespoke soap and EDT. So what is that EDT? Now, I'm not going to go into the fragrance notes here as well, but I will say that this fragrance matches perfectly with this new soap, fragrance, and base, and that is Penhaligon's Elixir. Now, I'm not even sure if you can even get Penhaligon's Elixir anymore. You may be able to get it on the secondary market, but it is absolutely one of my favorites. And those of you that have followed me for a while can pretty much figure out why I like it so much. It's just got a rich, deep, wonderful, wonderful fragrance without being heavy. So, well, that's it, folks. Thank you for joining us today at Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Sorry I couldn't tell you more about it, but keep an eye out for this. And when I get the green light to reveal what it is, I will certainly do so right here. Once again, come and check us out, www.theshavingcadre.com. I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home, and we'll see you again probably tomorrow, if not pretty soon. Take care now.